Microsoft just bought Bethesda Studios. If you smell what Microsoft is cooking. Those games include Wolfenstein, Dishonored 2, Fallout 76, Elder Scrolls Online, Dishonored series, Quake, The Evil Within, and last but not least, Doom! Now with that being said, let me jump in and tell you why this is the biggest acquisition in gaming history ever. Let's just get into the video. Yes, 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 yes. Welcome back to Runaway Dragons TV, baby. It's your host, Limit23, aka Lemetheus, right hand of Zeus. And let me tell y'all, man, this is an exciting day. This last 2 weeks, Xbox One X news, Xbox Series X news, PlayStation 5 news, now an acquisition. The biggest acquisition in gaming history. Wow. Phil Spencer is definitely knocking people with grand slams, touchdowns, Mike Tyson right hands, Evel Knievel 50 to 100-yard jumps. It doesn't even matter. They are on fire. And with Bethesda being purchased from Microsoft at $7.5 billion, I know you're like, man, that's a lot of money. We're gonna get into this video and I'm gonna tell you why, and especially being that Xbox Game Pass is growing at a tremendous rate. It is officially over 15 million subscribers. And with this acquisition, I can definitely see this growing even larger. Facts. Now you come in and say, Lemon, why would this be the biggest acquisition in the history of gaming? It is the largest acquisition for several reasons. Number one, WB would have been the biggest if it would have happened, but it didn't. Bethesda has more AAA titles, different genres, than Warner Brothers. Warner Brothers is really known for their acclaimed Batman series, which is awesome, which I'm a fan, but we got the Fallout series, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls Online. Man, the list goes on. We got the Wolfensteins. You know that's made a huge return with all the DLC. The Dishonored series. It is absolutely amazing, the titles Microsoft has just inherited. And the big thing is, with this interview that you're seeing up in here,
our biggest issue isn't a financial issue. Our biggest issue is that cloud game streaming apps are actually not allowed in the way that Game Pass is built for other platforms. So for us, this is about gamers having great access to the content from the creators they love on the devices they own. Play the games that you want with the community that you want to play on the devices that you have. That's our goal.
So Phil, on that note then, how will this affect the launch of future games? I know that ZeniMax was developing one for PS5 exclusively. Does that stay intact, or is that going to change after this deal?
Yeah, the commitments we've already made with the gamers out there on the games that people know about, we will continue with those commitments. The thing this is really about is a huge investment in our Xbox community. They know that the great games coming from ZeniMax and all of those studios, we're now at over 23 studios inside of Xbox, those games will be able to come to the Xbox community, they'll come to Game Pass day and date, and people will have just an amazing collection of great games to continue to play on Xbox.
Phil Spencer is explaining that he is going to leave the studio intact. He won't be shrinking them. He said he hopes to make Bethesda a stronger developer. And he also stated that deals that's already in the works will stay in place. But after that, Xbox Live members know where they're gonna get their parties first and foremost in Game Pass day on and day one, straight out the gate. Now, this was in a conversation I was having with my boy Megatron. I said, I don't know, Microsoft might keep it kind of to themselves, because where's the best place to play? When you have exclusives, it's on a specific system. And that's the only place you'll be able to get them. And it looks like Microsoft is going to do what they did with games like The Outer Worlds, We Happy Few. Those deals will stay in place. And as they kept with the mighty Minecraft. But with that being said, this is an amazing achievement for Microsoft as a platform. They officially have 23 studios. That's mainstream AAA studios. They got some AA's in there, but they're making great titles. As you see, listen, this is a great situation. Now, being that they will be keeping some of those deals on other platforms, you'll be able to get these titles. But after those deals is up, from the interview we had, MSNB, it looks like they're going to be exclusive titles. And I'm happy about that, because every system needs the exclusive titles on why you're purchasing the system. Now, with this acquisition included into Game Pass, this is definitely a bonus games of services. And they are reaching the plateau of becoming Netflix of gaming services. You're going to be able to play on your phones, you're going to be able to play on your tablets, you're going to be able to play on your 5G networks to go. How can you complain about playing your games at console level graphics on your cell phone anywhere you at that has a appropriate Wi-Fi? You can't beat that. I'm a Nintendo Switch owner. No matter what, you take that switch out the dock, it goes from 1080p to 720p. And you can tell the difference. But imagine, for those who haven't even tried xCloud, and they have an update on the app also, which introduces system game sharing, which is awesome. Console streaming, which is even better. But with that being said, just look at the opportunities that Microsoft is presented as a company. They have came in the game behind Nintendo, Sega, and PlayStation, and brought up the rear, and now they got 23 main studios. The titles alone, we have Doom. Even though I would bought Doom on whatever platform it was on, but they have Doom, which has made from the last two games an acclaimed return back to stardom. Another big AAA title. Elder Scrolls Online. Millions of players downloading content and streaming online, joining up with their friends. Listen, Fallout 76 started up a little bit of hiccup, but now they got NPCs. They revamped that game. We might even get a Fallout Vegas Part 2. We might get a Skyrim Part 2. Listen, they got bangers. Ever since Morrowind on the original Xbox was the second highest selling game on an Xbox console, behind Halo. That is a big feat. Bethesda and Microsoft has always had a continued partnership for years, from PC to console to current date. This was kind of inevitable. And another thing that's crazy, they caught people with their pants down because no one anticipated this. It was a great shock this morning when I got up. I seen a message from my people. Megatron, shout out to my boy. But listen, man, listen. This is a big day in gaming. Microsoft, they're not playing no games. Whatever people may have thought, oh, they just playing around and they not really want to spend. They spent a lot of money on these studios, but $7.5 billion, they show you they're taking this serious, and they're coming for those Xbox gamers to give them bang for buck. Game Pass for the win. And shout out to my man King David, man. He is taking loans and donations on people's knees. You need them loans because y'all gonna have to get them knee replacements, because it's crazy how many knees my boy collected. That's a fact. Listen, man, if you find this information helpful or entertaining, hit that like and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. I'll be dropping some more content this week, and go check out my video on the TRX podcast last night. It was fantastic. Megatron, Centurion, Downer, and Vader. It was a pleasure to be doing that podcast with the guys, and look forward to doing it again. It's your boy Lemetheus, and I'm out. Cheers.